God put N-O together in the alphabet for a reason. It spells no. Does that give you a little clue?
Yes.
No is the right answer.
This sentencing comes after a long history with the court. The defendant says he's finally ready to make different decisions, but the judge has heard it all before. Watch how that history shapes the conversation and affects the outcome. My name is Dan. This is the Courtroom Files.
This is docket 2395FH, People of the State of Michigan versus Aman Rashad Ross. Counsel, your appearance for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. APA Bart Buxton on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
And Attorney Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office, here to represent Mr. Ross, who is standing to my right.
Thank you. Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under no perjury? Thank you. Put your hand down. Sir, have you taken any medication yesterday or today?
No.
Are you supposed to be on medication you're not on?
No.
Any sign of fever, COVID, or other illness?
No.
Have you had no time to speak to Mr. Goodrich?
Yes, I have.
Have you reviewed the pre-sentence investigation report?
Yes, I have.
Thank you. On behalf of the, well, let me do this. Sir, you pled guilty to count 2, largely from the person punishable by 10 years. Recall that?
Yes, ma'am.
On behalf of the people, what is your recommendation? And is there any corrections, additions, deletions?
There are some corrections, Your Honor. The main one being sentencing date. The sentencing date states March 20th of 2024. Obviously, it is now April 7th of 2026.
That correction, then is there any additional jail credit days?
There are not, Your Honor. You would not be entitled to those.
Okay, thank you. So under evaluation plan, changing the date, end of the first paragraph. And the basic information sheet. And then his defense, 26 of 26. It looks like I got all the places, but you never know. Is that it?
I think so, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else?
And I guess I'm not sure how we want to handle this, but the update states that Mr. Ross is currently in MDOC due to a guilty plea of breaking and entering a building with intent on 9/30 of 24. That is not in the PSI. That happened after the PSI was created. I'm not sure if we want to add that in, or if we are fine with just keeping it in the, as it's in the update, it's still technically in the report. I guess I would leave that to the court's discretion.
Would you like to weigh in, Mr. Goodrich?
Your Honor, I think it being in the update is sufficient. I don't think we'd have to have it.
So this happened after, the offense happened after this one.
Correct.
So let's just leave it like it is, because this would be reflected in that PSI.
Understood.
So good to know, but already probably been taken care of. So, all right. Mr. Goodrich, any corrections, additions, deletions?
We do not have any, Your Honor.
As to the guidelines, any corrections?
I have 2 briefly, Your Honor. PRV 7 is currently scored at 0, but because of this new case of breaking and entering a building with intent, that is an incident that he was convicted of after the offense. So PRV 7 should be scored at 10 points.
No objection to that, Your Honor.
Thank you. Then the total PRVs would be 140. Does that change the level?
It does not, Your Honor.
And what about the OVs?
And then in regards to OVs, Your Honor, OV4 is currently scored at 0. OV4 is a psychological injury to the victim. However, I believe it should be scored at 10 for serious psychological injury requiring professional treatment. And if you actually read the report, Your Honor, in regards to the victim's statement, let me get that exact quote for you. The victim is stated at the bottom of page 3 of the victim impact statement. This incident has caused her anxiety, and she is still struggling due to her sense of safety being gone. I would say, Your Honor, that based off of that statement, that would be enough for OB4 to be scored at 10, as she has suffered psychological injury with this anxiety that she now has dealt with since this incident.
Your Honor, we would object to the scoring of OB4. OB4 requires the required, she essentially needs professional treatment. She has not sought that. She's not made any reference to that. And honestly, her statement's 2 years old at this point. So there's no evidence that she ever did need that, Your Honor. So we would ask that that remain at 0.
Is that, I have to look it up, but is that one that requires treatment? Because there's one that does not require treatment.
And Your Honor, my understanding is that it may require treatment, but the fact that treatment has not been sought is not conclusive.
All right.
Under MCL 777.34 subsection 2.
Mr. Goodrich, you made your record. It's very clear she's suffered anxiety. I don't know if she's sought treatment, but it says may. So OB4 is 10. Any additional corrections?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Goodrich, do you have any?
We do not, Your Honor.
So the total OBs is 20. Does that change the level?
I don't believe so. Let me just double check, Your Honor. It does not.
Okay. I've also made the correction in the basic information sheet. Is the victim here? Does she wish to address the board?
She is not here, Your Honor.
On behalf of the people, what is your recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. Obviously there was a Killebrew agreement to no more than 12 months of upfront jail time at the time of sentencing. I will say that since then, obviously, Mr. Ross has picked up and pled to this case in Kent County. It's a breaking and entering a building with intent on September 30th of 2024. Obviously, Your Honor, because of that, that does potentially violate the court's orders is due to a new incident, and that Your Honor does not need to follow the Killebrew agreement, and the defendant would not be able to withdraw his plea at this time. With the guidelines being 19 to 38, I do believe that following the minimum range of 19 months would be appropriate in this matter, Your Honor, given Mr. Ross's situation afterwards, being that he did a breaking and entering a building with intent, and with this incident involving larceny, Your Honor, it shows that he's got this history, and he's got a pretty significant criminal history as well, Your Honor, which is what led to his PRVs being 140. So I would ask that there be a sentence to the 19 months, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Goodrich?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I believe at the time that the plea was worked out in this case, the thought would be essentially that he do some type of term of probation with the court. He had already served a full year in the county jail prior to being released by this court. Since that time, as stated, he's spent 2 years now in prison. So he's done far more time than was ever contemplated for this case. And when you consider that since this incident occurred, he has been incarcerated for 3 years, essentially far in excess of the minimum guidelines being asked for. He did meet with the parole board this morning. They have not decided what they're going to do with him. His earliest possible release from the NDOC would be August. I would ask the court to sentence him to time served of 363 days on this file. He is with the understanding that he is going to serve at least another 4 months in the MDOC, and then he's going to be placed on parole, where he's going to be monitored. He's also planning to be paroled to Grand Rapids. So he's not going to be in this area. He's not going to come into contact with the woman who is the victim in this matter. And then if he steps out of line while on parole, he will be sent back to prison on this case out of Kent County. So we would ask the court to sentence him to a term of 363 days with credit for 363 days. I also just want to inform the court that while he's been incarcerated, he's been busy, improving himself. He's taking a builder's trade course. He's completed violence intervention prevention. He's been working on an advanced substance abuse class that he's nearing completion of. So he's treating all of the issues that he's had that led to this incident years ago. So based on the fact of the age of this matter, we would ask the court to, like I said, sentence him to time served and essentially allow the MDOC to handle him from here.
Sir, what would you like me to know?
I think everything both parties said was correct, but like my attorney said, I have been dealing with the issues that I've been struggling with that led me to commit the offense that I committed that has me here now and after that. And I think I just finally realized that I had the ability to say no to drugs. At first, I never really recognized that I had that ability, you know, so I think me being, I'm scared, Your Honor, you know, to relapse. You know, so I've never been scared before, and I think that's showing myself that I'm starting to actually take consideration of my actions. So I would appreciate you if you did honor the Guideline cap and sentence me to time served and let Kent County deal with me on parole.
So you're 41 years old.
43.
43. Oh, let me change that on here. This is updated. It's 41. Okay. I'll change it to 43. Half your life is over.
Right.
How much time are you going to spend behind bars in a jumpsuit?
I don't want to spend one time behind bars, Your Honor.
Well, sir, it's interesting because you're one of the few that doesn't have a juvenile history. But then we get into the adult history. 26 times you've been convicted. You've had multiple plea agreements. You even had HIDA at one point to earn a non-public record, and you failed at that. We've got 26 times you've been convicted. And you haven't, you're just learning now that you're finally gonna take it seriously?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just really realized that I have the ability to say no. You know, I never recognized that before.
So the other 25 times you told that to judges, you didn't really mean it? Because this isn't the first time you said that, is it?
No, this is really the first time I actually said that, Your Honor. I mean, I've been going through this a lot, and it's like certain situations, you lose everything. I lost my parents. I lost the house that they left to me, and you know, the loss of relationships, loss of having family ties severed, and it's just to continue to go through this and have this redundant thing is just really weighed on me. You know, I had time to reflect, time that I took to reflect that I never took serious before. It wasn't about me not caring. It's just I really didn't know how to care, Ron. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know how. I didn't know that my life meant something to other people. I got a young daughter. She cries sometimes, Daddy, why you keep going to jail? You know, and I never realized that my actions impacted others. I just thought I was just hurting myself. And sometimes I get into the concept like, you know what I'm saying, nobody cares. I'm just out here living my life, and you know what I'm saying, I'll be okay. But you know, once you get older and older, start getting gray hairs, you know, my hair not growing back no more. And I'm starting to realize, well, you know, you have the ability to stop doing what you do, but nobody can make you do that. Only you can.
So how are your sons doing? You had two sons, one's 25 and must be, what, 27 now?
Yep.
We changed that. And the other was 25, he was 23 when this was written, and you got a 12-year-old.
Yep. She's 13.
13?
Yep.
So you haven't been around much to raise these kids.
Surprisingly, they doing good.
Except every time someone says, how's your daddy doing, they're saying he's in prison. Is that what you want for them?
No. I'm pretty sure that's not what my parents wanted for me either.
I'm pretty sure you're correct. when you were adopted, you were chosen to live in the family. It looks to me like you had a good upbringing, is that right? And so why are you disrespecting everybody? The police, your community, your family, what's going on with you? Why? Have you ever asked yourself that?
Yeah, I did.
So what are you angry at?
I'm angry at myself. A lot of times I get angry at myself. I get frustrated by not using the talents that I know I had to use. And when I don't do them and I regress, it just adds to the problem because I just get in forget everything mode. And once I get into that mode and I go so far down that road, it's hard to come back. And I've been down this road so long and I severed so many ties, it's hard to get assistance doing what I was doing, you know. And then, like I said before, I didn't know how to make proper steps towards correcting my problem, Your Honor. As many times as I've been in rehab in jail, I never understood the concept of just say no.
Well, it's interesting. You know the alphabet?
Yes.
LMNO. God put NO together in the alphabet for a reason. It spells no. Does that give you a little clue?
Yes.
No is the right answer. Start saying no to all the bad things and yes to yourself, because the only one that gets put down is you. You're not a big man around town. When you do all this, you are a little man. Can't follow the law, can't be a role model, has a lot of excuses. You're not taking pride in yourself, your family, or your community. You're tearing everybody down, including yourself. So I don't know how the adoption came about, but you were chosen by that family. You were supposed to be raised by that family and have a good life. And you basically spit in the wind at everything that was given to you. And it's come back on you. So the only one who can change that is you. Because I gotta tell you, sir, when I look at this, I'm thinking, I don't know, I should go top of the guidelines. He hasn't learned his lesson yet. And top of the guidelines for you, that's only recommended, I could even do more. Top of the guidelines on the one count is 38 months. I could go, instead of those 3 years and 2 months, I could go 60 months. You want 5 more years? Are you sure? Well, I gotta tell you, with this record, if I see you back in my courtroom, it'll be a long time before you get out. You can't predetermine decisions like that, but I want you to know that this is a warning. At some point, with 26 times you have been in front of a judge in a jumpsuit with the failed attempts that you've made, I'm not sure why you get another option, another opportunity. So your luck has run out, because I'm not the only judge that feels like this. So if you're a gambler, go ahead, break the law. At some point, you're never getting out of prison. Never. So if you want to die there, look around and think about that. Or do you want to live a free man, making amends? You want to be a free man? How are you going to do that?
By saying no, using the alphabet.
Well, now you're never going to forget it. Is there any restitution that's due? I don't see any, but it looks like
I don't see any either, Your Honor, but let me.
there was $10 in candy and Aquafina. I don't know if they want their $13 back.
I'm not seeing a victim impact statement, Your Honor, but I would agree that it's around $13 in regards to the candy and the water.
And was that a Myers?
No, Your Honor, that is Admiral Gas
Oh,
Station.
the gas station, okay. Sir, you're going to be remanded to the Michigan Department of Corrections for 17 months to 120 months. This will run concurrent with what you are now serving. You'll pay a crime victim assessment in the amount of $130 and $68 state cost. You'll also pay Admiral Gas Station through this court, so we keep track of it, $12.99. That's the total for candy and the water. Waiving fines, cost attorney fees, finding that you are indigent. While you are in the Department of Corrections, you will, I don't know if you've availed yourself of trade school and mental health treatment, cognitive behavioral, and any reentry programs, and substance abuse treatment. I imagine you've been doing those all along, but if we've missed something, then you'll do all those. You have 42 days to appeal to request appellate counsel. Sir, you're lucky I'm not giving you the 36 months or more. Don't be in my courtroom again. Someday you come back and show me the great things you have done and are capable of, because you are. If you're capable of all this, you're certainly capable of good things. Walk in the light, not the dark side of the road, sir. Now, receiving your appellate rights?
Yes, I do.
All for the record, thank you.
Just for clarification, Your Honor, you said 17 to what?
17 to 120
120,
months.
thank you.
And then he gets credit for the,
363.
yeah, the three, I think that's right, 363.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.